Here is Jeb Bush making that false equivalency between Trump and Clinton. And if you want to talk about how it is that Donald Trump could rise in the Republican Party, you're about to witness basically that same dynamic right here. Because the Republican base are lunatics. They may have their reason for being lunatics that people feel are legitimate instigators of lunacy, but they're lunatics. And Jeb knows this, and he is a coward. Even now that his career is done, he's still thinking about George P. Bush, his son, because he doesn't want to have completely charred the path forward for his son. So he still won't even come out and say, this guy who he thinks is so horrible for America, oh, but I'm not going to vote for Hillary.
But I can't vote for Hillary Clinton, and I can't vote for Donald Trump, and it breaks my heart. It's not. This is the first time in my adult life that I'm, confronted with this dilemma.
I didn't vote in 2008, and I feel like you only get one of those a decade. If you are a single issue voter, if you care about security, if you're a security mom, that's what we called them in 2004, your brother's re-election.
You didn't vote in 2008?
I didn't. It's memorialized in an HBO movie. Well, why aren't you voting?
Huh?
I didn't like my choices. Exact same reason you're not voting this year. Sarah Palin gave me serious pause, and I thought if she were to
John McCain.
Well,
come on, man.
Listen, how is it any different?
It's very different. Did John McCain? Did Donald
Sarah
Trump?
Palin was his running mate. How is it any different to say that I couldn't vote for Sarah Palin, that you can't vote for Donald Trump?
Because the vice presidency and the presidency is different.
So
and we had 17 candidates running this time, or 18, and I would have gladly supported any of the candidates. I don't know. Ben Carson never got to the point where he was tested, but a lot of the governors I would have been very comfortable with. John Kasich, I thought, ran a great campaign, and Rubio, Cruz. There are a lot of people. The bar's not that high for me. I'm not suggesting that you have to be a perfect candidate. I wasn't a perfect candidate for presidency of the United States, and I wouldn't have been a perfect president. I'm not suggesting that, but you got to get past a certain threshold, and John McCain got hurt over that hurdle in flying colors. That's just my own view.
I mean, what if nobody votes? I mean, that's not what you want. You're the son and brother of two commanders-in-chief. We live in extraordinary times. I mean,
I respect people going through the process and saying this is a binary decision. I've heard that term. They're fancy language
curtain
now.
number one, curtain number two.
Yeah, I just can't.
Chicken or fish, as Obama said.
I can't do it.
Well, what should I
cannot do it. You need to sort it out yourself. If you have a different way to approach this and it's a binary choice for you, fine.
All right. Well, a couple of things I want to bring. Fancy words, binary choice. Yeah, a-hole. Remember the last clip we just played where you complained about how we've become so dumbed down? I don't want to say binary. I want to run for president, but I'm embarrassed by using the term binary. Also, he's a liar. He's still a coward. Well, I mean, Ben Carlson, we didn't see him tested, but yeah, I would say, yeah, you're a coward. You're a coward, and you're still a coward. Just a waste of flesh.
Tested. I stabbed a guy, and I mean, Jesus, you won't even admit you're voting for Hillary.
Honestly,
pardon me, God, but pussy.
And this guy went on to say that he doesn't know how his parents are voting. Yeah, it didn't come up.
There's a lot you don't know about me, Jeb. You know what I'm going to do, Jeb, on voting day? You're going to give me a nice bath and massage with peppermint oil.
But this is just amazing.
And then I'm going to vote for Donald Trump.
They're talking about form and function, right? Nicole Wallace is saying, how is it that Donald Trump arose? And Jeb Bush could say, oh, I was incredibly cowardly and was afraid of our voter base. But instead of actually articulating that, let me just manifest it in this interview. I'm going to show you rather than tell you why Donald Trump is our nominee. Because even now, I don't have the courage to come out and say what has to happen. Unbelievable.
I mean, now's any good a time as any to just remind everybody again that I'm a completely incompetent human being with no ability to communicate. If I wasn't born in the family I was in, I don't know. I'd just be kind of wandering on the road, man.
Hello, you. I'm Sam Seder. Looking for smart progressive talk that is occasionally amusing? Well, subscribe to our YouTube feed. Subscribe to our podcast. Like us on Facebook. And just generally enjoy us.